Hey, what is going on, my Shadowverse Masters? It's your boy here today again, Dean from Burn 1, giving you guys those set 2 decks that you guys are so hungry for. Is this the best build? I'm not sure about that. I'm actually not sure about that, but I've got to thinking and looking at the decks and really what I am trying to do, and I want to preface that. What I'm thinking about now is a meta where Leonidas Sword is popping up a lot, and where Haven is popping up a lot, because I think those are the 2 decks that people are going to gravitate towards the most. I know that Kit and a few others are very high on Aggro Abyss, but this is my first shell of trying to deal with both Sword and Haven. So with that in mind, let's get into this Forestcraft deck profile. We have 2 Elfchild Maze, of course, same thing we've been playing with the 3 of Ancient Elves, the 2 Archers. All of that is something you've seen, but now we have the Crystallia Lily, one of the best control cards in the game, on play. Top check 2, add a Crystallia follower or a Pixie follower to your hand, the rest go on bottom. Okay, we have a couple hits. We have herself, we have the Noble Fairy, and we have the Aria, the Princess Fairy. Those are actually our only hits. These are all the other ones are like Elf or Forest or something, some trait that doesn't actually matter. But the important thing is that we have a way to dig for Aria and make the Aria more consistent, so that our Rose Queen is more consistent. That's what's very important here, because if you don't know about the current deck, you can't greed low counts of fairy generators. You have to play Fairy Circle to have fallbacks for when you don't see the Aria. With the Lily, we're able to consistently see the Aria because we're able to dig 2, dig 2, dig 2. And then, of course, we can also evolve the Lily for 2. And then this allows us to bottom deck any card on our opponent's board, any creature on our opponent's board. This is very powerful. It's able to replace the Rose Gardener as actual good removal. So rather than, bouncing a card with Storm to their hand or bouncing a Shenlong, you're able to bottom deck the Shenlong, bottom deck the card with Storm, force them to go re-find it. It's not just in their hand. It's basically gone. It's actually sometimes even stronger than if it's in the grave. Very good card. We're going to be actually running 3 of the Evolve as well, because we don't have a lot of things going on in the Evolve deck. We don't have a lot of cards that evolve. Thankfully, Forest doesn't need that. Because when we drop the fairy generators, we really kind of drop the entire combo package. It's why I'm not playing the Tia, and I'm not playing really any of the combo cards. We have like cards that can get a somewhat combo count, but I don't want to, since those are cards that are dead, I'd rather play cards that are good and then like have less bricks in the hand throughout the game. That's kind of my thought. 2 Noble Fairies. It's a hit on the Lily. I would like to play 3, but the thing is like, why? Like it's not good. It's not good through most of the game. It's just another hit for Lily, because the Lily is like the most insane card that we got. 2 Elf Knight Cynthias. This is just another hit on Wolf. It's a 5-drop that we can play, and because right now currently there's nothing to really do at 5 other than play multiple cards. Maybe we can just play this down. It's a 5/5 rush strike. We get rid of a card in our EX area. We do have a couple cards that put cards in our EX area. We have was the order? No, it's the Elfin Princess Mage, right? So maybe if we Elfin Princess Maged earlier in the game, we're able to go 2 for 1. But also on play, we're going to get 2 fairy tokens. So I'm pretty sure. Is that all part of the strike? I don't know if that's all part of the same effect. I don't know if you get the fairy tokens. I know the translations on this are a little wonky. I forget what we actually said on the review. Maybe we don't play this. I'm not 100% certain. I just like the fact that it's proactive removal. Maybe you can replace this with Robin Hood. I don't like Robin Hood because 4 is terrible and 5 is like semi-decent. We're playing 3 Aria Fairy Princess. I mean, we knew this. It's part of the deck. The new addition, though, is the White Wolf of Eldwood. I'm actually just on a straight 3 count on this list because, 1, it's the beginning of the thing. And the idea is that when he dies, you top check 4, and you can put any Forestcraft follower from among them onto your field. So if you don't see a Rose Queen, but you see a second copy of himself, you're able to put the second copy down, and then your opponent has to kill it again, which could give you the Rose Queen early. Because, like, right, if you put this down at 7, boom, you go Phrase for 4. Your opponent has to banish it, or bottom deck it or do something with it. If they don't, you could get to the Rose Queen. That's kind of the thought. Like, the card is... I like the pressure that it puts on our opponent, and it kind of replaced Silverbolt. It replaced a lot of cards, actually. We do have one Silverbolt, though, by the way, just because card has too much reach to not play. And then we have the 3 Nature's Guidance, of course, with the 3 Harvest Festival. As always, 2 Woodkin's Curse, because it's very easy to hold after a Rose Queen, just to be able to not die. 2 Surefire Bullets. This is the new card. You might want to up this to 3, but I'm not really sure what to cut unless it's that Cynthia. This is 2 mana, quick, shoot, deal 3 damage to enemy follower, but if it's evolved, deal 4 instead. This is our premium removal. Very nice low mana cost for a lot of damage out of hand. We're playing 2 Execution because even though we have the Lilies, next format, you have to have a way to stop the Leonidas. If you do not have a way to stop the Leonidas, you are in for some trouble. So we are on 2 Execution to be able to remove the Leonidas' amulet if they manage to get through our Lilies, or we accidentally configure a board that allows them to kill their own Leonidas. Which, by the way, Woodkin's Curse also stops the Leonidas from crashing. No, wait. Enemy follower can't deal damage. Never mind. This does not actually stop the Leonidas. Homecoming, though. This is the last edition that's new. And so we select an enemy follower and put it on top or bottom of their deck. Well, they get to choose. But combo 5, we are able to bounce our opponent's entire board to the top or the bottom. Like, they get to choose which card goes where. The idea is this is why Haven is good into... Or this is why Forest is good into Haven. We are able to consistently, because Aegis doesn't come down till 9 or 10, right? They're going to be stalling us out. They're going to be playing cards. We're going to be playing the long game. We're going to be dropping down Arya on 6, Rose Queen on 8, and we're going to have all of these Thorn Bursts, and we're going to be able to not only deal all of that face damage to get through all of the healing, but when they go for their Aegis turn, where they give it ward and they try to build this huge board that's indestructible, we're able to go Thorn Burst, Thorn Burst, Thorn Burst, 6 mana, and then we play any 1 mana card in our deck, which we have a total of actual ones that we can play, we have a total of 5. Plus, we might have a fairy in the X area. We probably won't have a fairy, actually, but we might. And then we are going to be able to play down the Homecoming for 3, bouncing our opponent's entire board. And once their board is bounced back to their hand, it's another 8 mana, or is it 9 mana? I think it's 8 mana to develop the Aegis, plus 3 hand to evolve, or the full 10 mana to evolve. And it's really hard to give it ward again. Oh, it gets bounced to the deck. So, yeah, they can even set it at the top. So, like, you're effectively able to completely stop their entire game plan because they don't have a ton of aggression in the early game. They kind of just have, like, a bunch of stall. And then you're able to just kind of, like, completely stop them from stopping you. And then you're able to just burn them out after that. Because the only threat is the Aegis sticking for a turn. And then, yeah, the Evo deck, like I said, was 3, 2, 3, 2. You're literally playing the max amount of Evos for every card that can evolve. And this one will probably go through some iterations, but this is where I'm at the moment on Forest for set 1, or for set 2. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you guys are at. Maybe you think differently, but it really is going to be, I'm going to have to test this a couple times against Haven. I'm going to have to test this against Sword, and really just try to play around with the numbers and go from there. And if you guys liked it, leave a like. And if you didn't, let us know why. Maybe what we could do better. And until next time, this is Dean signing out.